Money is the motive. Money is the motive seems to be the motto for many millennial and Generation Z Torontonians. It's something that we're all working towards and for. But what if we didn't have to work for that six-figure salary? How easy would life be if we were just given $1 million? But the $1 million question is, what would we do with $1 million? I grew up in a middle-class family with two working immigrant parents. We were always in a comfortable place financially, but my family back home in the Philippines, they didn't have that much money, or they didn't have a stable shelter to keep them safe at night. We often sent them food and clothes and money, but I always wanted to send them more. Not just those things. I always daydreamed that if I won the lottery one day, if I had all this money, I would try to build them a house back there and provide them with all the necessities that they may need. And with the leftover money, I would try to pay off my siblings' mortgages and maybe spend a little bit here and there for myself. But if I were to think about this today, I would still want to help my family in the Philippines, but I would actually spend the whole $1 million on myself, as selfish as that may sound. I would actually buy a house in Toronto for myself and my future family. Now, as you know, the rates of housing in Toronto is ridiculous and sky high, and with this just one purchase alone, I may have spent every single penny of that $1 million, or maybe still need a little bit more to finally pay that thing off. Now, I asked my siblings the same question. If they had $1 million given to them, what would they do with it? And their answer was very similar to mine. They would purchase a house for their families, as currently they are living in small condos with their children. It's not always ideal, but it's what they make do with. Now, if I were to ask this question to other millennials or other Generation Z kids, they would probably have the same mindset and purchase property. But if I were to ask somebody of an older age, or maybe even somebody who doesn't live in Canada or Toronto, somebody who probably lives in another country, they may have a different idea of what they would do to spend the money. But as for me, property is what I would most likely spend $1 million on. But since I don't have $1 million, money is still the motive.